Have you ever noticed that you can set a goal and not complete it? Have you ever noticed that you can start on a dream and stop? You promise yourself that you're going to lose 15 pounds and you lose 10. You say, I'm going to work out 3 times a week, and you do for about 6 months, and then you drop the whole program. It's resistance. If there's one thing that I believe costs people their life, it's resistance. And some of it is life-threatening. The resistance to giving up drugs, the resistance to watching your diet and staying away for the things that are bad for you if you're a diabetic, the resistance to having a great relationship, the resistance to phenomenal success. Overcoming resistance is the most powerful piece of self-work that you can ever do. It was a long time ago. It was in the 70s when I really began to tackle this whole topic of resistance. So I put myself on a process, and the process that I did was I decided to take on something that was difficult. Now, my mother took me out of PE when I was, like in the 3rd grade. My father was superintendent of schools. And so I never, ever, ever thought I was a jock. And I never thought that I could do all those physical things that other people could do, even though I could have. My way to overcome resistance was to run 1 mile a day for 30 days. Whoa! That was huge for me. Now, right now, that's 66. That wouldn't be huge at all. That'd be something I could easily do. But at the mindset that I was in at that time of my life, it was huge. The first day was remarkable. My kids got in my car. They played the Rocky music. I've got my little running suit on. I've got my running shoes on. I've got support and empowerment at 6 in the morning with the car going behind me. And yes, I made it through the finish line, and I ran that mile. And I was so proud. Now, the next morning was pretty easy because I was still running on the steam of, the momentum of the proud me of yesterday. But nobody got up with me. By day 15, I was laying in my bed at 6 in the morning going, I'll do it later. I don't have to get up. It's dark. It's cold outside. I'm not going to do this. And then this was the one that I heard in my own conversation, nobody will even know whether I do this or not. What is the lie that we tell ourselves every day? Well, luckily I grabbed myself by the nape of the neck and made myself go out and do that mile. Now on a day 20 or so, okay, because I kept a journal of my resistance. Remember, that was the point of this whole thing, was to do something for 30 days that I knew I would hit my resistance in so that I could then push through my resistance. On about day 20, I'm getting shin splints. Now, any jocks out there know you're not going to get shin splints on day 20. Let me go right to the end. It's day number 29. I'm dry heaving on corners. I could barely. It was like sledge. It was like horrendous. It was like slow motion pushing myself. And on day 30, it took everything I had to get out of bed. And if I would have been smart, I would have set up my kids to empower me on that day. Because now I know enough about my own resistance to know I don't resist starting. I'm not so tough even in the middle. Where I resist is running through the finish line. So nowadays what I do is I'll set up a empowering support team, to say, you can do this. Are you accomplishing this? How are you doing on this? How many forms of resistance do we have? Well, there's the procrastination resistance. There's the rationalization resistance. There's the excuses resistance. There's the drama. See, I actually believe that we create this high drama in our lives as a way of avoiding our success. Can you imagine what your life would be like if you never got into drama? I'm going to tell you, for a while it would be boring. You'd have to embrace boredom. Because drama produces a lot of adrenaline, a lot of like deep feeling, and you're going to miss that for a while. But when you take drama and resistance out of your life, when you can even take 50% of it out of your life, when you can make yourself do what you say you're going to do with such impeccability and diligence, I'm going to tell you, you're going to end up a high performance person. Now sometimes we have to wipe out all the past that we're hanging on to make that happen. So I hope I see you at a vision seminar.